All right, this is Jacob. Let's do a semi-weekly Cryptohopper review video here. Show you what's happening in this market, which again has been moving mainly sideways. It's 2:15 on Friday, and as I'm recording this, I expect, looking at the TA, that Bitcoin could do a big pop here soon. And so it'll be interesting to see what the rest of the coins do with it. Uh, my theory is that they all follow and get higher gains than Bitcoin during the beginning of this run, and that at some point, here's my hope, and I'll also call it my prediction, that once Bitcoin rallies strong enough and hard enough and fast enough, that we may see some altcoin dumping back into Bitcoin as we've seen in the past. We will see, though. Some of them may be able to keep up. Anyway, we're playing around with a simple RSI strategy from Cryptohopper here, and all successful trades this week. I think the main issue is the quantity of the trades. Let's see if there are any more beyond this. This is from the 15th. Now we're on the 25th. Okay, so this is a 10-day period. So over a 10-day period, we only got the conditions were only satisfied 5 times for a trade to happen. And this is again with only having, I have the maximum number of coins I can select for this version of the hopper, which looks like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 of them here. And I think that's my max. So the simple RSI, it's just constantly looking for these targets. Is it overbought or oversold? If it's oversold on the 5, the 15, and the 30, then it will trigger a buy for that target. So we only met those conditions 5 times in the last 10 days. So that seems to be the main issue so far, just not enough triggers. Now, if we had more coins to select from here, and potentially even if we did it on Binance, maybe we get more triggers. And could we also, though, would we have the same level of success? That's an interesting question. Now, the trade amounts I was doing were so small here, and I switched this over to taking profit after I saw that I'm still kind of recovering from those ones that went into loss. We started with 0.1 Bitcoin at the beginning of this test. We're still under it, even though we've been profitable on these last 5 trades, because the trades before that, were not. The sell trigger was based just on when those coins were overbought, and it sold some of those at a loss. So I like the configuration. Again, we have it set at 1.6 as the profit target. All of these obviously hit beyond that profit target. And not only are we waiting for, here's what we could do. Why don't we make an adjustment here and see what this does this week. I have on the configuration, in the base configuration, I have it so that there also needs to be a small retrace, like a small bounce after it is oversold. There needs to also be here it is. It's not the stop loss. So I am using a 5% stop loss. That hasn't triggered any sells so far, so that's great. But the strategy here, here are my buy settings. So I changed this to max open positions per coin 100%, and only 1 open buyer per coin. But here's my coins and amounts. I've got it now to use my entire buy amount on each trade. Since I'm getting so few of them, when one hits, I want it to use my entire amount, then reinvest those profits and use the entire amount again. So we'll go for some cumulative gains here to make it worthwhile with just 0.1 Bitcoin to be experimenting with here. Now the strategy is the simple RSI strategy, but I had another thing checked off in here. Was it the buy settings? No. Trailing stop loss auto close. It's not the stop loss. It's not the sell strategy. We turn that off, not based on strategy. The sell is based on the profit. So the sell settings are based on a 1.6% profit. There was one other feature I was wanting to play around with that I think could make a difference here. So let me find it. Trailing strategy. All right, I'm just going to pause this for a second while I find. Okay, so here it is. It is the trailing stop buy. This will enable the currency. This will track the currency price downwards. So, enabling this will trail the price of the asset downwards and buy the asset when the price goes up more than the configured trailing stop buy percentage. This feature only works with buys from strategy, DCA, and manual buys, not with signals. So I've got that turned off. So we're just going to rely on RSI showing that the coin is oversold. That will trigger the buy. And then I also went back to buy settings and I put my max open positions 1. So I'm just going to do one trade at a time. Since we're getting so few of them, we're going to use the full amount and let it build, and we'll keep rolling with it. So again, I'm still cautious to see. I want to see this consistent success, and I want to see consistent success even as Bitcoin begins to do more of a rally here. And if so, if we're still getting good results with this, and let's just keep on increasing the amount, which if we're getting good results will happen naturally from making trades that are profitable, and then each consecutive trade trading a bit more. All right, and again, we've got that stop loss at 5%. So as long as we are doing 4 successful trades to anything that needs to go at a stop, then we'll still be in the green. All right, let's see if by next week we can get this thing up to our original amount, cover those losses, and start showing some positive profit here. Anyway, hope this is useful for you. Let me know if you're doing something simple that's also working. This seems to be about as simple as we can get it. And again, if you're new to the Cryptohopper, you want to check this out, click the affiliate link below and you can do the test. The other thing I might do if we're getting a lot of success here is maybe go ahead and increase the hopper level. So let's save this. Yeah, that's fine. So let's save this, and what we could look at next week, next couple weeks, if we're getting consistently good results here, we might want to go to the, and this is on Bittrex. So two things I might look at changing. One would be moving this over to Binance, and then simultaneously increasing the, going to the, here are we in support, questions, user settings, subscription, and increasing my subscription right now to the higher level subscription so that I could it could be scanning more frequently and more regularly for more coins that meet those criteria for the overbought RSI. So those are a couple things we could try here if we're getting consistent success. In the meantime, we'll keep running with this and hopefully keep getting some good trades. If we can get 4 or 5 more trades in the next week, that will continue to be interesting data, because I see Bitcoin being at the end of a pressure cannon right now and about to make a really significant move. For me, it's all to the upside. Downward selling pressure looks to be gone. Let's hope we're right. All right, we'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.